Good morning, class 11D. It's afternoon, I'm sorry. Good afternoon, class 11D. We are now doing the types of companies. Yesterday I had already told you to go through the three topics. The different types of company includes one person company, a private company, and the public limited company. Depending upon their powers, depending upon what is the liability, what is the number of members available there, what is the legal procedure to start up any company, there can be various different types of companies. So let us start with it. Please write the first heading, one person company. Now, as the name suggests, a one person company is a company which has a single person as its member. Unlike in the case of sole proprietorship, if one person runs a business and the nature of the business is a company, then there will be some more legal advantages and some more legal procedures that he has to follow. सोल प्रोप्राइटर ओनरशिप ही होती है इसमें, but the organization, the business organization enjoys all the rights of being a company. So under one person company you can write, a one person company is a company, a OPC, one person company is a company which has only one person as its member, which has only one person as its member. It can avail, AVAIL, it can avail all the benefits, it can avail all the benefits of a private limited company, like separate entity, means the liability is limited. That is, the separate entity, first of all there will be a separate entity. The entity of owner to the entity of enterprise will be two different things. I and my company, we are two different individuals. So separate entity it follows. That means there is limited liability. That means there is limited liability. Now what are the characteristics? How will you call a company that it is a one person company? For this you can write, a company can be called a one person company. A company can be called OPC, one person company, under the following situations. If it fulfills the following criteria, then it is called a one person company. It can be made by a natural person. It can be made by a natural person, means a human being only can open a one person company. A company cannot open another one person company. It is opened by a natural person who is a resident of India. Who is a resident? Resident means the one who lives in India. Who is a resident of India? In the bracket you can write, resident means resident, RESIDENT. Resident means who lived in India for a minimum of 182 days out of 365 days in a year. Out of 365 days in a year, the person should be a resident of India for at least 182 days. अगर वो 182 days से कम इंडिया द कंट्री में रहता है तब वो इंडियन सिटीजन नहीं माना जाता है. This applies for tax also. This applies for company also. Full stop. An owner of a one person company, cannot be a nominee. An owner of a one person company cannot be a nominee in another one person company. Means if the person is an owner or a nominee, he can be that for only one OPC. It is not possible that I as an individual can be a nominee owner or an owner of many one person companies. I am one person, I can be the owner or the nominee of any one person company only. अगर मैं सिंगल इंडिविजुअल हूँ, आई कैन होल्ड ओनली वन पर्सन कंपनी. आई कैन ईदर बी इट्स ओनर और अ नॉमिनी, विच मीन्स इफ आई एम एन ओनर ऑफ अ वन पर्सन कंपनी एंड अगर मुझे किसी और दूसरी वन पर्सन कंपनी में नॉमिनी बनाया गया, तो या तो मुझे उसकी नॉमिनीशिप को छोड़ना पड़ेगा, या फिर जो ओनरशिप है ऑफ माय वन पर्सन कंपनी, ईदर ऑफ द टू आई हैव टू लूज. सो आई कैन बी ईदर an owner or a nominee of any one person company only. As an individual I am one, I can be an owner or a nominee of any one person company only. एक इंडिविजुअल एक से ज़्यादा वन पर्सन कंपनी में ओनर या नॉमिनी नहीं हो सकता है. Minor cannot become a nominee. Minor cannot become a nominee or a member of OPC. Minor, who is a minor? Somebody who is below 18 years of age. A minor cannot be a member. Member means owner, जिसने वो company start करी. Cannot be a member or a nominee of any one person company. A one person company cannot carry out. A one person company cannot carry out, this is the last characteristic of a one person company. A one person company cannot carry out non-banking financial investments. It cannot carry out non-banking financial investments. What are the financial investments that you make in a bank? You can open a fixed deposit, you can open a recurring deposit. आप बैंक्स के थ्रू जो म्यूचुअल फंड्स होते हैं या SIPs होती हैं, स्मॉल इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान्स होते हैं, उनको तो एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर आप एक वन पर्सन कंपनी है, आप बैंक में इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के अलावा और कहीं पर एज अ कंपनी इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर सकते. कैन अ वन पर्सन कंपनी कैनॉट बाय शेयर्स of any other company. A one person company cannot be an investor in any other organization. It can only invest into a bank only. A one person company cannot be a investor in any other firm except for a bank. So these are the characteristics. Nominee or a member सिर्फ एक ही OPC में हो सकते हैं, एक से ज़्यादा में नहीं हो सकते. Another characteristic involves you have to be a resident of India, and to be a resident of India you must live in India for at least 182 days. The next characteristic includes a minor can neither be a nominee nor he can be a member in an OPC. And the last characteristic means बैंक के अलावा और कहीं पर भी हम इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कैरी आउट नहीं कर सकते हैं if you are an OPC, one person company. Is it clear? One person company. What is a one person company? Okay. Now let's next move to private company and a public company. Can you check out the next two headings on the board? Types of company?
Yes, ma'am.
Private company?
Yes, ma'am.
Types of company? Public company. Now please write the next heading. Private company. What is a private company? Have you written the heading private company? Don't copy anything else, just write the second point. Private company. Now what is a private company? As the name suggests, all those who are the members of this company. कोई भी कंपनी अगर प्राइवेट कंपनी है, वो सिर्फ उन्हीं लोगों से कैपिटल रेज कर सकती है जो उसके मेंबर्स हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वो बाकी कॉमन पीपल से जो उस कंपनी के मेंबर्स नहीं हैं उनसे कैपिटल नहीं मांग सकती. एंड व्हाट इज़ कैपिटल? द अमाउंट विद विच द बिजनेस इज़ रन. जिस पैसे से हम बिजनेस करते हैं दैट इज़ कॉल्ड कैपिटल. और कोई भी कंपनी कैपिटल रेज करती है टू रन इट्स बिजनेस. प्राइवेट कंपनीज कौन होती हैं? प्राइवेट कंपनीज आर दोज कंपनीज विच कैन रेज कैपिटल बाय ओनली इट्स मेंबर्स. जो उस कंपनी के मेंबर्स होते हैं केवल वही उस कंपनी के लिए कैपिटल प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, केवल वही उस कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं. when the people invest money, the company does business and it gets profit. और जिसने भी कैपिटल इन्वेस्ट करी है उसको रिटर्न्स मिलते हैं, डिविडेंड्स मिलते हैं. सो यू कैन राइट अ कंपनी इज़ अ प्राइवेट कंपनी इफ़ इट फॉलोज द फॉलोइंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. अ कंपनी इज़ अ प्राइवेट कंपनी, कुछ पॉइंट्स होते हैं, अगर एक कंपनी उन्हें सेटिस्फाई करती है इट मीन्स इट इज़ अ प्राइवेट कंपनी. और यू कैन से अ प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी. अ कंपनी इज़ अ प्राइवेट कंपनी. A company is a private limited company. A company is a private limited company if it follows the following characteristics or features. Point number 1. It restricts the rights of its members. It restricts the rights of its members to transfer shares. Suppose I am a member of a company ABC Private Limited and Simarjeet is my friend. I am the shareholder in the company ABC and I cannot freely transfer my shares to Simar. If Simar wants to buy the shares of ABC Limited, she cannot do that unless she becomes the member of ABC company. This is a private limited company. And if it had been a public limited company, अगर ABC Limited public limited company होती और मैं उसमें as a shareholder हूँ, I can sell my shares as and when I want. But this is not possible for a private company. There is a restriction on free transfer of shares. जब चाहे member अपने shares को sell off नहीं कर सकता है. जब वो अपनी membership को ख़त्म करेगा, then only his shares will be gone from his portion. Second characteristic which the private company has to fulfill is that it has minimum 2 and maximum 200 members. It can have minimum 2 and maximum 200 and maximum 200 members, excluding employees. Members are different. Members are the shareholders and employees are different. Employees are those who work in the office of the company and members are those who are the shareholders or owners of the company. So minimum 2 as per Indian Companies Act 2013, there has to be minimum 2 and maximum 200 members for any private company. It cannot, yes, please repeat.
इसमें मैम मैक्सिमम 200 मेंबर्स एक्सक्लूडिंग
बेटा मैक्सिमम 2 and minimum 200. Maximum 2 and minimum 200. Minimum 2, I'm very sorry. Minimum 2 and maximum 200. At least 2 should be there and maximum to the extent 200. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. Minimum 2 and maximum 200 except for the employees. Employees can be many. There can be 50 employees, there can be 500 employees. So members have to be minimum 2. Members have to be there to start the public company and maximum 200. Next point you can write. There is a restriction on general public subscription of shares. There is a restriction on general public subscription of shares, which means if it is a private limited company, वो common people के बीच में अपने shares को sell करके अपनी capital raise नहीं कर सकती. How a company raises capital? A company raises capital when it asks common people, please buy my share, be my shareholder and give me some capital. और जितने भी लोग shares purchase करते हैं वो अपना money उस company में invest करते हैं as a shareholder. But if it is a private company, वो उन members के अलावा जनरल पब्लिक से कैपिटल रेज नहीं करवा सकती है. जनरल पब्लिक को नहीं बोल सकती है दैट प्लीज कम एंड इन्वेस्ट इन माय बिजनेस. ओके, सो इट कैन नॉट आस्क जनरल पब्लिक फॉर सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ इट्स शेयर्स. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज they must have a paid up capital of rupees 1 lakh. They must have a minimum paid up capital of rupees 1 lakh. कम से कम उनके पास 1 लाख रुपीज़ होना चाहिए अपना बिजनेस चलाने के नाम पर. अगर 1 लाख रुपीज़ से कम पैसा वो रेज कर पाए हैं दैट मीन्स वो एक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी नहीं बन सकती. टिल द टाइम दे कैन रेज 1 लाख रुपीज़. द पेड अप कैपिटल मीन्स जितना पैसा उनको कैपिटल के नाम पर रिसीव हो गया. It has to be minimum 1 lakh rupees. It should have a minimum paid up capital of 1 lakh rupees. Now you can write some facts. 93% companies in India are private limited companies. 93% companies in India are private limited companies. Some examples of private limited companies include, Ola, Flipkart. All these are examples of private limited companies in India, and all of them are governed under Indian Companies Act 2013. For example, Flipkart and Ola are some examples of private companies. Next point, public company. Please write public company. Write down the third point in the types, public company. Okay. Now, what is a public company? A company which is governed under, you can write, a company which is governed under Indian Companies Act 2013. A company which is governed, all the companies, be it a private company or a public company, they have to be governed under one act set up by the government of India, and that is the Indian Companies Act, 2013. Why we say 2013? Because it was recently amended in the year 2013, and we follow all the rules. It is almost like the amended constitution. Okay, so Indian Companies Act 2013. A public company is a company governed under Indian Companies Act 2013. It follows the following characteristics or features. It has to fulfill or follow the following characteristics or features. अब कब किसी भी कंपनी को पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी बोलते हैं? सबसे पहले तो वो इंडियन कंपनीज एक्ट 2013 के द्वारा गवर्न होती है. Next is, it can ask public for capital. If they need more money for business, suppose they want to open some more production units. So what they need money. How will they raise that money? वो कैसे मांगेंगे वो पैसा पब्लिक से? वो कॉमन पब्लिक के बीच में थ्रू स्टॉक मार्केट्स अपने शेयर्स को सेल करते हैं, और जब अपने शेयर्स को सेल करते हैं, लोग उनके शेयर्स को परचेज करते हैं. कॉमन पीपल जो भी स्टॉक मार्केट में डील करते हैं, जिनका भी डीमैट या डीमटेरियलाइजेशन अकाउंट होता है, they invest money as capital. They buy shares, they become the shareholder, they become the owner. उसमें members ही सिर्फ capital दे सकते हैं, ऐसा clause नहीं होता है. So if you compare a private company with a public company, a public company is allowed to ask general public for subscription of shares. Write down the first point. A public company can ask general public for its subscription of shares, which means it can ask capital from common people. Full stop. It is done. It can ask subscription. It can ask capital through subscription amongst general common people. And full stop. And how do they do it? They do it through the share markets. They do it through the share markets. शेयर मार्केट में IPO आता है, इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफरिंग इज मेड, और उसमें क्या होता है, द कंपनी XYZ पब्लिक लिमिटेड इज नाउ trying to sell its shares. If you buy the share, you become the shareholder of XYZ Public Limited, and your money will be used as a capital amount by them. Next point you can write, a public company should have a minimum paid up capital of rupees 5 lakh. कम से कम 5 lakh rupees raise करने पड़ेंगे so that they can use this amount as capital. The minimum paid up capital for a private company is 1 lakh, but a minimum paid up capital for a public company is rupees 5 lakh. So they have to raise a minimum of rupees 5 lakh as a paid up capital. Received capital 5 lakh rupees होनी चाहिए. Capital is again are of different types. Authorized capital होती है, issued होती है, subscribed, called up and paid up. Paid up means जो final amount receive हुआ. This is also possible that many people say I want to buy your share, I want to buy your share, and at the end when it comes to collecting money they don't pay you the money. In that case your paid up capital is different from the called up capital. So your paid up capital has to be rupees 5 lakh in case of public company. Next point is minimum 7 members. Minimum 7 members are required to set up a public company. Minimum 7 members are required to set up a public company, and maximum there is no limit. हाउ विल यू काउंट? जो भी शेयर परचेज कर लेगा ही विल बिकम द मेंबर, ही विल बिकम द शेयर होल्डर। और ऐसा पूरी कंट्री में कोई भी कर सकता है, जो भी इन्वेस्टर है, एनीबडी कैन बाय द शेयर्स। So minimum is 7 and maximum for a public company, no limit of members. As many people will buy the share, they will become the shareholders, and for them the company will be treated as their owner. They will be treated as the owner of that particular company. Next point is, there is no restriction of transfer of shares. I want to sell shares to Simar, I can do that. Simar wants to sell her shares to me, she can do that. I want to buy shares from Anamta, I can do that. Anamta wants to sell her shares to some XYZ fellow, the person can do that as well. So there is no restriction on buying and selling of शेयर्स। उसके लिए मेंबर्स होना और नहीं होना ज़रूरी नहीं होता है, बिकॉज एनीबडी हु इज़ एन इन्वेस्टर कैन बाय शेयर्स ऑफ अ पब्लिक लिमिटेड कंपनी। सो मिनिमम 7, मैक्सिमम नो लिमिट। ऑल्सो anybody, there is no restriction on transfer of shares, anybody can buy the shares of a public limited company. Children, are you able to understand? Are you able to get the difference between private company and public company? Can I get a yes? Okay, fine. It has no prohibitions, कोई भी रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं होते हैं। जिस समय वो चाहे एक जनरल रेजोल्यूशन पास करके अपना कैपिटल रेज कर सकता है। देयर इज़ नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन सब्सक्रिप्शन फ्रॉम जनरल पब्लिक। देयर इज़ नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन ऑन subscription from general public. It can ask as much money as it want just by passing a resolution, and the amount has to be under their authorized capital only. Different types of capital are there. So authorized capital, maximum capital जितना हो सकती है उसके अंदर का जितना भी अमाउंट है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल इट इज़ 5 crore rupees, presently I have 3 crore, I want 50 lakh more, so I can issue shares worth rupees 50 lakh, and all those people who will buy my shares will give me money. So there is no restriction on issue of subscription or to general public. So this is how, these are the features of a public company. Now let us talk about, there is one more topic before we talk about the other procedures involved in a joint stock company. We will talk about choice of form of business organization. It is a very small topic which is there right after the public company. Let us discuss this and then we will talk about the steps involved in the procedure of forming up a joint stock company. Quickly have a look. First point, choice of form of business organization. If I choose a public company, or I choose a private company, or I choose a one person company, how will I decide? Cost and ease in setting up. Point number 1, which form of organization I am choosing? It depends upon the following conditions. I have to analyze the following conditions and then I will be making the choice. If I want to be a sole proprietor, or if I want to open a partnership firm, or if I want to start up any of these companies, 1%, private limited or public limited. So write down the first point, cost and ease. What is the cost of starting up of business? If I have less money, I will choose जो सस्ते में open हो जाए, that business is better. Ease in setting up means जिसमें lesser legal formalities involved हो. That means sole proprietorship business कर सकते हैं, या हिंदू undivided family HUF का business कर सकते हैं. So cost and ease in setting up. First point, a person has to analyze the cost involved in setting up a business, the cost involved in setting up a business, and the level of difficulty in process of formation, and the level of difficulty in process of formation in setting up of business. So what are the charges? जैसे कंपनी बहुत सारे पैसे में स्टार्टअप होती है, whereas sole proprietorship it is very easy and cost effective to start. Second point, liability. The members of HUF, unlimited liability. The liability of Karta is unlimited. The members of partnership, unlimited liability by default. The members of share, limited liability. Alright, the members of sole proprietorship, unlimited liability. So I have to decide if I am okay with limited liability or if I am okay with unlimited liability. If my preference is, if the preference is limited liability, we can write, if the preference is unlimited liability, sole proprietorship or partnership firm can be opened. Sole proprietorship or partnership firm can be opened. But if I want the liability to be limited, but if the liability should be limited, then a company can be formed. Then a public company or a private company can be formed. Next, continuity. Do I want my business to continue? Yes, everybody wants their business to continue. Or should I want कि let this work be done, then I will close this business. अगर मैंने उसे किसी पर्पस से स्टार्ट किया, for example, a partnership which is for a purpose. Remember, a term defined partnership, for example, construction of a bridge or construction of a road, which comes to an end as soon as the bridge is completed. Work done. Partnership at will. I want to decide. I want to close this. That's it. It is done. So what should be the continuity? If I want my business to continue for more number of years, or if I want my business to get over after a certain task is done. If I want my business to continue, or if I want it to end up just after, or if I want to end it up just after the desired task is over. I can choose between different forms of organization. Next point includes management ability. If I think I am not being able to manage a huge business, then I should better go for sole proprietorship. उसमें बहुत कम टेंशन्स होंगे, बहुत कम complications होंगे. And if I think I have a great team of managers, then I can even go for a public limited company also. So management ability, depending upon a high or low management ability, depending upon a high, H-I-G-H, a high or low management ability, the form of business organization can be selected. The form of business organization can be selected. For less capable managers, sole proprietorship will be better. For example, for less capable managers, sole proprietorship will be better. And for managers with great ability, even a joint stock company can be formed. Even a joint stock company. Even a joint stock company can be formed because it requires a high managerial skill. Next point includes capital consideration. Do I need less money? Do I need more money? Will I do small business or I do a big business? Do I want to open up multiple chain stores or a mall or something? Or am I okay with a small grocery store outside my house? मुझे अपने घर के बाहर एक छोटी सी दुकान चाहिए या मुझे एक बिल्कुल मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी चाहिए. It is my decision. So my choice of capital will also determine the form of business which I choose to do. So here you can write capital considerations. Lesser capital considerations. Lesser capital considerations. Lesser capital considerations can lead to setting up sole proprietorship. Lesser capital requirements or considerations lead to formation of sole proprietorship, and more capital consideration will be required for a company or a partnership firm. Partnership may be comparatively more capital involved. Okay, sometimes partners bring in worth rupees 8 lakh, capital worth rupees 10 lakh, capital worth rupees 8 lakh. So it involves huge capital. So capital consideration more or less. For less capital, small business is also okay. But for very huge capital consideration, more business. More, if you want to do a bigger business, then more capital consideration is required. Then degree of control. You can write if direct control is desired. If the owner desires direct control, जो कुछ मेरे business में हो रहा है वो सब मुझे पता है. If the businessman desires direct control, then a sole proprietor business will be okay. A sole proprietor or one person company will be okay. And if the company owner can manage, with a team of controllers, my people are there, they will control. It's not necessary for me to know everything. And if they have a team to control, then a company can also be formed. So अगर हमें बहुत close control चाहिए, so you should have a sole proprietorship. I should know everything. But if you want a lesser loose control also, then a bigger business will also work. Nature of business. Exactly what you want to do. If you want to do a sole business, if you want to do a partnership business, if you want to be a manager somewhere, if you want to open up a departmental store, if you want to open up a public limited company and you want to raise crores and crores of capital, what should be the nature of the business you want to do? आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? This depends upon your choice of form of organization. Nature of business, for example, direct personal contact, in the bracket write down sole proprietorship. और indirect personal contact, अगर हम अपने customers से indirectly associated भी हैं, then too it is fine with me. और indirect contact, in the bracket write down company. Sole proprietorship के case में there will be a direct contact with the customers, and for a company there will be an indirect contact. Or indirect contact, in the bracket write down a company. The form of business organization can be selected. If there is anything that you wish to ask, you can do. On the next turn, we will begin with formation of a company. Note down the points from the board and then the class will be over. Thank you.